I had such a good time with all my friends who came out to visit me last week. And we worked together, well, the four in the front, we worked together. We were all legal secretaries together at a law firm called Irvin, Cohen, and Jessup. And these secretaries have been with me through thick and thin. And when I started stand-up, they all put their money together and helped me go to my first stand-up comedy class. They did. They did because they were always garnishing my check, the IRS. And I didn't have any money, but I wanted to go, and they really helped me do it. And the one in the brown with the hat on, Donetta, one of my bestest friends, helped me. You know, she would always encourage me to do it. And then my old boss, Sandy Williams is in that picture. She didn't fire me and wanted to fire me so many times, but she said she always knew it was something special about me. So my friend Donetta brought an old VHS tape of me doing stand-up back in 1994. And even then, I was telling jokes about not being able to get a man. Even then. So I brought a little snippet, because I haven't seen this in a long time. I brought a little snippet of what I did on stage. Take a look.
My numerology says I got an attitude. And I don't have an attitude. It's just if a man looks at me 3 seconds too long, I might go off, you know? I was at a comedy club coming out the bathroom, and a guy comes up to me talking about, "Excuse me, baby, excuse me." I said, no, excuse me. I make my own money. I don't need you. Tell me how to spend it. See, you need me. I don't need you in my life. Now, what do you want? He said, "Well, there, baby, I was just gonna tell you had some toilet paper hanging off your shoe."
I'm not that angry anymore. I'm not. But you know, it's so funny, like, looking at this girl, I haven't seen this since I did that, you know, was on stage back then. I don't even remember this joke. I remember telling a joke about toilet paper being on my shoe, but because I was a stand-up, I just started stand-up comedy, and I was struggling with material, I would interchange that punchline and put toilet paper on a shoe with anything that I was talking about. So, you know, when you just starting out, you just be recycling your material. But I know this footage is from when I was just starting out, because even back then I was so nervous and scared, I wouldn't look straight into the audience. You know, like I looked off to the side because I was so scared to show people my face. So I figured if I turned it, they wouldn't see me, even though I'm standing on stage screaming. So somebody this morning asked me if it's hard to look at old tapes of myself. It's easier to look at it now because now I look at this girl and it makes me laugh, but I'm proud of her because she kept at it no matter what. When I watch it, this is a girl who used to bomb on stage, who used to get heckled all the time. People was heckling her, but she got back up and she got back on stage and she let nothing stop her from getting on that stage, because, you know, it's just, you know, so watching it was different, but because I would have been watching this to do, you know, to like look at it and critique myself. And I judge myself very harshly. It's hard to watch myself, but I would critique myself looking at her going, you know, maybe you should have said it this way, or you should have paused at this joke, or maybe you just should have kept your day job, is what So it's funny to watch it now. And this is why I advise young people. I always talk when young people say, you know, could you give me some advice, Miss Sherri? And I always say, don't wait to follow your dreams. Follow your dreams because life has so many challenges in store for us all. So take advantage of your youth. I always tell young people, take advantage of your youth. Go after your dreams when you're young because you have more stamina, you have more energy, you're able to bounce back more when you're young. You're braver when you're younger. You know, fear is not as big as you get older and more seasoned. Sometimes fear gets in the way because we stability. You know, we want the stability. We have a harder time bouncing back in this season of our life. You know, so when you're younger, I tell people, go do it. Meet the fear. You know, because if you fail, you can get back up and you can bounce back. So that girl right there fell a lot. That girl right there was going out 7 days a week after she left the law firm. She went out 7 days a week. She was getting on stage 12 times a week. She'd do 3 clubs a night and was never tired and would get back up at 2 in the morning and get ready to go to work. So that's because she was young. This girl right here ain't doing all of that. And I would also tell this young girl, as I tell young people, to learn to say no. No, no. With no, I'm sorry, no, just no. Because, you know, it will serve you well because we tend to carry the weight of the world and we want everybody to like us. And no is, you know, no can always be turned into a yes, but it's harder to turn a yes into a no. But I would tell her, you got this because I would tell this girl right here, you got this because you're going to marry some no good man that's going to test you way more than any stand-up audience will. So I would tell that, Sherri, you know what? Just, you're going to see the joy. I see the joy in you, and I'm glad that through it all, the good, the bad, the ugly, you did not let life dim your light. You always had that smile. That's what I'll tell that girl. I'd also tell a girl, keep your hair. That was all my hair, no wig, boy. That hair was moving. So, but it sounded like I'm giving a eulogy, but I would say, gone girl. So thank y'all for bearing with me and watching that little snippet of me doing stand-up.